Unhealed.
Hey Drea,
Hey P.
how you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you sure?
I'm sure.
All right, well let's get started. Hey everybody, man, this is Uncomfortable Conversations with your host Uncle P,
And Drea B, y'all.
Drea B. Listen, on this episode we're gonna break down the love languages and why we are a product of the love we didn't receive. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Most people, when they think of love languages, man, they think of how they want to be loved, how they want to give love, and how they want their love to be received.
Mm.
But let's go back to when we were younger and let's try to figure out why our adult selves act the way we do with love.
Mm.
Now, 5 love languages. You know them off the dome?
I think so.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Physical touch,
Okay,
words of affirmation,
okay,
um, acts of service.
okay.
Those are the three. So
Receiving gifts,
oh, receiving gifts. What's the other one?
quality time.
Oh, quality time. Okay. All right.
Right.
What's yours?
And this is the thing. I don't think I am one,
Okay.
honestly,
Okay.
to be truthful.
Okay.
I think I'm all 5. But
Hmm.
you have to understand which one takes precedence
Okay.
and which one
Which
you-
one?
words of
precedent?
affirmation,
Words of affirmation.
right?
Gotcha.
Yours?
I would say words of affirmation. And I
Most
like gifts too.
right. So just be real. Come on.
I like both.
Can't
Though.
heal what you don't reveal.
Right, that's true.
Right. So don't sit there like, oh, just talk to me. No, you want to know. You want a man to buy you something nice. You want a man to if he buy you a ring, he can't just buy you a ring that says I love you. You feel me? He gotta buy you a ring that got you like, damn, this nigga love me.
You know what? To be honest, it's so funny you say that because I'm in a place that, with as far as a ring is concerned,
Bullshit.
I really don't. No, I've been married before, so it's not really about the ring.
I get that.
So
I get that.
yeah.
But that
Now, if I wasn't married before, I'd probably be like, you gotta be the best. But I've been married before, so it's not about the ring; it's about the relationship to me.
I think when we think about love and how we receive love, and it has to go back to when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? The things that you're comfortable with now. What traumas have you answered? What doors have you opened
Mm.
and dealt with whatever's in the closet?
You know, that's my whole journey, right?
I get that. It's mine too. It's everybody's journey. It should be, right? Because when
Right.
we're younger, we. I had a conversation with a young man today, and he said he wants money. You feel me?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, well, there's a million things you can do to get money. But what moves you? Right? What speaks to you?
Mm.
Right? Then I broke it down. I said, my dad died when I was 12. He said, mine too. I said, wow. I said, okay. So from my father dying, I had abandonment issues.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So quality time is important to me, but I don't want to put too much energy on someone else's time.
Gotcha.
You feel me? Like,
Mhm.
if they have time, they have time. If they don't, it's cool. I'm not going to hold it against you if you're busy, if
Right.
you're doing things.
Right. Productive things.
But let's say for a young lady whose dad didn't have time for her, you feel me? She's
Mm.
always yelling about time. It's all about time. It's all about time. And then when you have time for her, now you're broke. And now she's talking about
You ain't got no money.
receiving gifts.
Right. Right. Right.
So it's like, stop moving the goalposts. You said you wanted time. I'm here. But you want me to be here with money. Oh, well, then I got to work. And then that dampens the time. So trauma that we experienced when we were younger, right? I don't know where it is. And that's why it's important that you do the work to find out where your issues lie.
Mm.
Where's the off and on button? Where are they located? You feel me? Because you're getting into a relationship with a person that don't know you from a kid.
True.
So you either reveal or you stay reviled. Is that even a word, reviled? No, I don't think that's the definition I'm looking for. Either way, you don't heal.
Which you don't reveal.
Right. So you got to talk to your partner. You got to tell him how was your childhood coming up. That's how you know it's a real relationship, when a person wants to know how was your childhood coming up.
But you know what? I feel like sometimes you may have to be the icebreaker. Like if you want somebody to be comfortable to talk about their childhood, sometimes you have to lead. That's what I've learned, that I've had to have those uncomfortable conversations. I've had to be vulnerable, not just in romance, but just platonic friendships. When I show people that I'm willing to be vulnerable and tell people about my traumas, the good, the bad, then it makes people feel safe and they want to share. And that's how I've built different connections, to
Right,
be honest.
right, right. So I respect that. So today, on today's podcast, man, we're going to get into why we are products of the love we didn't receive.
Mm.
So we're going to start with love language number one. That's words of affirmation. I believe that is the voice we needed. And this is when we're younger. You feel me? The voice we needing, the I'm proud of you. Oh, you can do it. Oh, go ahead. Look at you. You're so handsome. You're so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't hear these words of affirmation, you then begin to be almost a people pleaser. So they can say the words. You want people to say thank you. You want people to say I appreciate you. You feel me? But if you didn't hear them when you was younger, it's like, no, I gotta please you. I gotta make sure you're satisfied. When the words of affirmations goes unmet, we grow up explaining ourselves to be understood,
Mm.
overly explaining ourselves. Every time you talk, oh no, I did this. What's the issue? Like where was the love or where wasn't the love in your situation? So we're talking about all five, and we're getting into it. Truth or triggered? You talk to yourself the same way people who hurt you did. You talk to yourself the same way that people that hurt you did.
I don't think I did that, but I feel like the stuff that I got, I dished it back, and sometimes I dished it back worse to others that may not have deserved it at the time.
So now you don't do that anymore.
Correct,
Why?
because I did the work.
Hmm. So the work is necessary,
Absolutely.
right? And even talking to yourself, saying things out of your mouth to destroy somebody because they tried to say something that could destroy you is just like talking to yourself. Nigga, you ain't shit. Well, if he ain't shit, then what are you for dealing with him?
And that's the part that people don't like want to really talk about when you are with someone, whether it be a friend or it be a romantic partner. If you're this person is so horrible or you're talking to them like they just nothing, then it's like, okay, you got to start reflecting on your choices. Why did you get with that person that is so horrible? What is it about you? What is it about your self-esteem that you need to work on? But that's the hard part. It's easy to point your finger at somebody and point out their flaws, but have you checked yourself first? And that's hard.
I say it's hard, but it's not impossible,
True.
right? So, before you say words out of your mouth to destroy someone, think about the effect that that can have on them, right? Because if somebody's trying to destroy you and you're in a relationship from the rip, there's the door, walk out of it. You need to be able to walk away. I wasn't able to walk away. Again, abandonment issues. So I took a lot of it to a point where it broke me down. And it was at times where I might have been at my weakest.
Abandonment issues and trauma bonds. It's like, okay, just like say if you was with somebody, your father passed away at 12, their father passed away at 12. And y'all both has those wounds and other wounds. It's just
I was a fixer. My father, when he passed away, he told me to take care of his daughter and his wife.
mm-hmm,
So that made me a fixer. That made me someone that had to look for people to help fix. You feel me?
mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, they didn't take my advice, But now that they have, hindsight, is always 2020. You can see
Mm-hmm.
perfect after you allow it to go through. Now they like, oh shit, yeah, I should have listened just a little bit. You feel me? Like, and it doesn't work that way, right? Relationships, I say, are like a 2-lane highway. You feel me? Like coming and going. You got to give to receive constantly. So if you give bad energy, guess what you're gonna get? Bad energy. If you give good energy, guess what you're gonna get? Good energy, right? So people don't realize that, man, and it breaks you down all the way, right? You talk to yourself the same way people who hurt you did. It's true. Someone calls you a loser, you feel me? You get to looking in the mirror, you're like, I can't do that. I can't do that. If someone calls you a good for nothing, nah, I ain't shit. You feel me? Like, so start talking to yourself positively. Start reaffirming yourself and giving yourself good energy to move with. That's what I do every day. Right? Majority of the stuff I be saying, I really be saying to myself.
That's
Talking to
good.
myself.
That's good.
You feel me? Like I'm not talking to an audience, I'm talking to myself. Right? Learning lessons every day. So how do you respond when someone compliments you? Do you run from it? Do you try to, second guess it or be like, no, that's not me?
I embrace it, but it wasn't always that way though,
Why not?
because I didn't always have the confidence that I have now.
Where did that confidence come from?
I'm gonna give you the short answer. Um, just embracing my full self,
Right,
being okay with the flaws, the quirkiness, everything,
right.
and that was hard.
It was.
Yeah.
That's going to remain extremely hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, nothing happens when you're comfortable.
Facts.
Growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. Growth happens when you're uncomfortable and you need to change it and you need to get back to some sense of comfortability. You feel me? Like you can't run from uncomfort into
Mm.
comfort. It doesn't work that way,
True.
right? People pleasing often starts where encouragement was missing. Would you agree with that?
I'm like 50-50. I'm a reformed people pleaser, but I was looking for acceptance. I was looking for not to be rejected. Like there were times where I'm like, okay, if I don't do this, then this person is gonna like disown me, or this person's not gonna like me, or this, that, and the third. And I look back and I'm like, wow, like you were being unfair to yourself, but I can talk about it now.
Hmm.
I was not always able to talk about it.
People pleasing was my thing. That's what I did. You feel me? Like because I didn't want anybody to leave me.
Right.
You feel me?
I can
So
relate.
make everybody happy,
I can relate.
no matter how much it cost me,
I can relate.
no matter how much work I had to do, no matter what I had to say, do, give, look at, whatever I had to do, I was going to do it to
Hmm.
please you, right? And some would say some people would say that's not a bad trait to have if you're in a relationship because you should be trying to please your partner. But when you go over and above and you're receiving bare minimum, then you gotta be like, oh, yeah, this person doesn't get where I'm at.
But
They're not
then,
trying to meet me where I'm at.
but then you have to get to the core of like, why were you accustomed to accepting bare minimum? And that's something that's deep.
For me, it wasn't that deep because I wasn't that deep. You feel me? Like
Okay. Okay.
the trenches that I have digged since going to therapy are a lot deeper now.
Hmm.
You feel me? So it's like, oh, this is why I accepted that because I didn't really value you to begin with. You feel me? Like when you understand who you value and why you value them, you start to take what they do and hold that a little bit deeper to yourself. You feel me? Like
Hmm.
I'm giving you all of this, I'm doing all of this for you, and what are you giving me back in return? Nothing. Oh, all right then. I can walk away now. I can be by myself. It took a while. I mean, a while before I was comfortable being by myself and talking to myself. And I got affirmations all upstairs, everywhere, right? I'm strong. I'm powerful, right? It's a reason why people continue to block me. It's a reason why people don't like me, right? You don't like me because of anything I did to you. You don't like me because I'm the total opposite of you. You
Mm.
feel me? Like, and you're jealous. And instead of just saying that, you want to have an attitude and get all huffy puffy with me, like, all right, nigga, figure it out. These are the things that you deal with. So words of affirmation are important. If you were a kid and you didn't hear "I'm proud of you" or "I love you" or "great job" or "you're doing awesome," right? You're gonna be a people pleaser because you're looking for that validation. You're always looking for that validation. That hole that's inside of you is getting bigger as you live or continue to move on to another age. There was times that my birthday I didn't receive anything, and I'm doing everything for everybody else's birthday. The first person to go crazy on me for gifts wasn't even a mother of my child at that time.
Mm.
And I loved the way she loved me. I just didn't like the way she talked to me.
Mm.
Right? So, it's like, all right, yeah, my love language affirmations aren't being met, but the gift giving is. You feel me? Like she's surpassing me. Shit, I ain't never feel that special to anybody.
It's so funny you say that because I used to be that one that I would buy you something, but if you looking for words of affirmation, I wasn't giving them to you. But the thing is, I didn't get words of affirmation like that either. But I got gifts. So what I'm saying, repeating the cycle, and now it's like I look back, I'm like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah. That's
yeah,
how
it's
that's how it
deep.
works. Man, listen, I want y'all to write in your journal if you got one. I know I'm doing it. I'm doing the journal work. You feel me? What words did you need to hear growing up that you rarely or never heard? And how would your life feel different if you had? In your journal, I want you to write that down. Then I want you to answer the question. Right? My life would have felt different if my father didn't leave, if my father didn't die. You feel me? Like he was constantly challenging me, bro. Like he was proud of me by the way I was responding and the way I was talking, but I didn't hear good job, right? And because I didn't hear that, then it's just like, oh, I gotta be a people pleaser. I gotta hear that. You feel me? Because that's all I ever want. And I know one day I'll get to heaven and he'll be able to say, "You did a hell of a job, bro. I'm proud of you." You feel me? And that's the energy that keeps me going. That's the energy knowing that I'm doing something now that he can be oh so proud of and holding myself accountable to continue to do that. Right? So, it works both ways. You feel me? Once you go to therapy, once you sit there and you expel everything out and you give the truth on how you feel, how you experience things, that's when the healing begins. Because if you're not giving the truth, if you're lying to your therapist, if you're not giving him what makes you you, you're not going to heal at all. And you're going to be like, it's a waste of time. No, it's not really. But I get it why it's a waste of time for you because you're just going in there and saying whatever.
Right. You know what? I feel like if I was showed more affection growing up, I would have been more affectionate. Where I would have had more healthier relationships and
Mm,
connections.
mm.
There's no blame because people can't give what they don't have or what they weren't taught.
Come on.
So
God damn it. Love language number two, acts of service. When you think of acts of service, what would be an act of service for you?
hmm. Maybe doing something, taking something off my plate that I don't want to do.
Right,
Something, it could be something simple.
right. You saying it could be something simple,
Hmm.
right? But just
Like,
go
okay, cooking for me.
right. Okay.
It's something simple.
You say it's something simple, but nigga might not know how to cook. So it's simple for you, might not be simple for him,
Touche.
right? So if you want him to cook, go in the kitchen with him. Or tell him to come in the kitchen with you. Turn on some R&B music. Shake some things. You feel me? While you putting the salt and the pepper on food and show him how to do that and say, I would really love if you could do this for me one night. Now he knows. Like, damn, okay.
Life changed when I learned how to speak better to
Boy,
people.
boy,
I'll tell you, man, it changed.
crazy.
Mm.
How did life change?
Okay, I'm gonna be the short version.
Yeah, the short version,
I
the long
feel
version.
I feel like my connections got healthier. I attracted better.
Okay.
Um, relationships seem easier,
Hmm.
not as hard.
Right.
I'm happier, so it's a lot.
Wow. That's real. The weight of doing everything alone. Those who grew up doing everything for everyone rarely know how to receive help.
Facts,
They don't know how to ask for help.
facts.
And that's a problem, right? For someone who who needs help. You feel me?
Mm.
Because he doesn't know how to ask. He doesn't even think anyone really wants to help. And then sometimes when people help, you looking at why you doing that? Why you helping me? Why you showing up helping me? That's because you need help. Again, can't heal.
What you don't reveal.
So for a person that didn't receive help, for a person that did everything alone by themselves, it is very difficult for a child to grow up into a person that allows people to come and help because he did everything by himself. He knocked this out. He cut the grass. You feel me? Like he cut the hedges. He was taking care of his sister. He was doing this. She was taking care of her brother. She was watching this. She was going to work. She was paying in this. She was paying for that. I tell my daughter now, don't get comfortable giving your money away. Don't get comfortable doing for others. Because when you get comfortable doing for others, you're going to start to overdo for others.
Mm.
And you're not going to have no problem. And then you're going to get mad one day when nobody comes to you and offers you anything. Or you're going to get mad thinking you can't ask somebody for something. I said, so, just calm down. Enjoy your money. Enjoy your paychecks, bro. Because if you get to sharing them now, you're going to be sharing them later.
That's real.
So I had to ask her, you don't think I was ever there? She's like, no, you were there. All right, so why are you doing this? I'm trying to be like you. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I'm a people pleaser. You feel me? Like, that's my job. There's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? If we're in a relationship, we're one-on-one, cool. I should be a people pleaser. I should want to make you happy. There should be nothing involved with me that doesn't want to do that. I should have no problem with paying the bills. I should have no problem with making sure you can take care of the child. I should have no problem with doing all that stuff because I'm a people pleaser. Now, if you're not giving me back what I need in return for that, you feel me? Because you got to give to receive. If I'm giving and not receiving anything, and no matter my hand, look, it keeps coming back empty. This hand don't even reach out anymore. It's like, damn.
But what I realized is like if you're in a relationship and both people are selfless, we're both pouring into each other. We're both continually trying to fill each other's cup. Like it's just gonna flow. Like it shouldn't be all the weight shouldn't be on one person.
It shouldn't be, right? But I do understand why it would. You understand what I'm saying? Like I get that. Why all the weight? Because when you have a child, all the weight's on you. 9 months, you gotta carry that child by yourself. You feel me? So I get it, right? And I get why people switch up and might change after they have a baby. But still, like you still gotta give something. You feel me? So just help. Service becomes survival. If I don't do it, it won't get done.
That used to be me. And I had to reprogram my brain to not be the fixer and but that was a control issue as well.
Why?
My abandonment wounds, I think that
Mm.
played a part too. I can't depend on nobody. I
I
know
gotta
I
do
can
it
depend on
myself.
myself. Right. And that hindered me in so many ways because
Yeah.
it's like if you would have released control just a little bit, sometimes you may have not been disappointed as much. And sometimes you may have still been disappointed, but just taking a chance and saying, I'm going to give somebody a chance to,
Right. Help me out.
try,
Help me out.
help me out.
The fixer identity hides deep in loneliness, right? When you try to, like I said, that was me. Right? I always want to fix things. I was lonely as shit. Again, abandonment issues, right? Not understanding why. I was surrounded by people. I could be surrounded in a room full of people and still feel
Lonely.
lonely.
I've been there, been there.
And it's like, oh, why? You feel me? And there's something wrong with me.
Because you can be around people in the crowd and still not feel connected.
Mm.
You don't feel connected, then it's like, okay, I'm just here. And I've been in plenty spaces like that.
Yeah, it gets heavy sometimes.
It does.
Occasionally. And if you're not capable of finding it and fixing it, that's a wound that will continue to grow. Like a hairline fracture, it's just gonna keep on going down the bone to the point where the whole bone just split inside your leg. Right? So how do we fix that? Like how does a fixer fix his loneliness?
You have to start being content with yourself, and that does can be lonely. But being okay with yourself, it starts with you first.
Trust me, you won't be alone for long. And if you begin to do the work, and I get it, right? P, you always talking about therapy. You always talking about, listen, if you really put your energy into fixing your faults or the things that were thrown at you and that you picked up and you decide to walk with, you'll see that life begins to show you new people, new
I agree.
situations. You feel me? But
I
if you
agree.
closed off and you, "Oh, I'm just lonely, I'm just bitter, I'm just mad," you're gonna be stuck right where you at.
And that's so important. No matter what you've experienced, hurt, pain, trauma, like you can feel those feelings, but just don't stay there.
Mm,
You know, and that's the hard part. And then not being a victim. There are things that have happened to us in our life from our childhood, from our adulthood that's not our fault.
hmm,
But then there's some things that we didn't fucked up and we it was our fault.
boy,
But being able to take accountability and no matter what, you're not a victim.
right, right.
And that's where the power really, really lies.
Listen, just understanding that life happens.
Facts.
And sometimes it's okay to sit down for a couple minutes, catch your breath, get some water, you feel me, and plan your next move. As my father used to say it, proper planning prevents piss poor performance. So
I heard
sitting,
that saying.
sitting in yourself, right, and understanding what I'm trying to get, what am I trying to receive in these relationships that I find myself in. I'm trying to be a husband. I don't have a problem with being a husband. You feel me? But I'm not going to be a husband to a bitter woman. I'm not going to be a husband to a person that just wants to attack all the time. Like you can't attack me and think it's cool, because inch by inch I'm losing love for you. You feel me? I still have love for you, but it's like, I don't care. You can leave today. All right, be gone.
But most people that are attacking, they have inner like wounds and hurt that causes them to do that.
I tell people all the time, man, just go to therapy and just tell them everything. Start with your mom and dad. Start with how you perceive their relationship. Start with the traumas that went along with being close to either parent. And then you begin to understand why you do the things you do. And it's simple, right? It really is. Because I had to go into therapy and he took me back to when I was 14, 12, 13, 11, 10.
But when you know, that's just like when you, this is like something really deep. When you can look at your family tree, whether it's your maternal or paternal side, and you can go and say, hey, this person was a womanizer and their father was a womanizer and their father was a womanizer, or this person was abusive and their mom was abusive. Like when you can see those patterns show up in your family lineage, and it's like it could be overwhelming when you see certain cycles and you can like go back and just look and just reflect and be like, damn, am I going to be the cycle breaker?
Hmm.
Or I'm going to continue to perpetuate the things that have been going on for generations and generations. And I said to myself, I promised myself that if I never have children, I will still be the woman that breaks the cycle
Come
of
on.
being a woman that's like, okay, just tired and just not being loved properly and just like I've seen a lot, and to reflect on that and be like, yo, like I've never seen healthy love in any relationships in my family. That when I say that hurts my soul, and I hope nobody don't get mad for me saying that, but to not to actually be able to say that, like it's like, damn, Andrea, you never had a clear example of how to be healthy in a relationship. And you fucked up royally in some areas. But now you are better, you're wiser.
Mm.
And I was like, I don't have children to pass down certain things. That's why I love podcasts, and that's why I love the jobs that I do, the work that I do,
Right.
because it's like I like helping people, but it's deep when you see it in your like family and you're like, yo, I want to be the change.
Mm. You have to be the change. It's not just you want to be, you have to be the change because no one else is going to change for you. No one's going to change and it benefits you in
Mm.
their change. You feel me? So I tell people all the time, man, don't be scared to be the black sheep of your family, bro. Because you're breaking generational curses. You're telling people what to do, how to change, and how to be better. Right? It takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy to continue to do something every day without any benefit.
And it takes a lot just to be vulnerable and to talk about your mistakes and
Well,
talk about the things that have caused you pain and to talk about it in a way to not victimize yourself or
mm-hmm,
blame others
mm-hmm.
and also take accountability. It's hard.
It
It's
is
hard being authentic. It really
extremely,
is.
extremely hard. But you keep at it, you keep doing it, and then hopefully, blessings will fall down and rain on upon you. Right?
Thanks.
Healing starts by trusting others to show up without being tested. Healing starts by trusting others to show up without being tested.
That's tough
Why?
because you're always going to have tests in life.
But you don't have to test them when they show up.
Oh no,
Right.
absolutely. I feel like if you've done the internal work, that you're not going to try to put people through hell to say, "Oh my God, are you really true? Are you really a good person?" Because sometimes when you've been through so many things, you want to take people through the ringers to see if they thorough, if they with the BS, and that's not fair. That's not fair at all. And I know that probably have taken some folks through some loops at times, you know. I wrote this Facebook post.
You said you know this.
I know this for
Right.
sure.
Okay. All right.
I wrote this Facebook post. My phone is not charged, but I can paraphrase about like I've been the character character development. I've given character development lessons. I've had plenty of them, but I've also given them. And character development lessons, they are never pleasant. That's when somebody has taken you through hell, and I feel like, ooh, I'm glad I'm on the other side, and I'm glad that I have learned from all my character development lessons, all the mistakes I've made, and just being able to take full accountability for the areas where I needed to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard. It's hard being honest. It's hard being honest with yourself. But if you can't be honest with yourself, how can you be honest with anyone? How can you even have any healthy partnerships when you can't be true to thyself
Right.
first?
Right. And a lot of people they miss that. Right.
Mm.
Being true to yourself. What does that do? Right. What doors does that open up? Right. Talking to yourself positively. Making sure you hear what the fuck you saying. Right. Making sure your actions are now capable of speaking for you instead of you speaking for your actions. Like instead of you saying, "Oh, I did that because," or "I did that because," "Oh yeah, she," and no, no, no. Listen, I did it because I wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. It's not because of anybody, right? Listen, having that intense therapy where she was yelling at me, bro, that broke me down. Like for real, because I was already getting yelled at by so many people, but I wasn't getting yelled at to do homework on it, to understand why it affected me so much, to stop being such a giver and start giving to myself, right? And it was hard. It was hard, man. And I don't want people to think that therapy, you feel me, is just this cake in a walk in a park and you just sitting on the couch and you just saying whatever you want to say. It's really doing the work after your sessions are over. It's really understanding your mentality when you be around these people that have offset you or off put you. You feel me? Like, don't get an attitude. Just have a conversation.
And when you go to therapy, sometimes you might leave the session feeling worse than what you came because
Mm-hmm.
you've unpacked some things that you weren't ready to unpack. You were highly triggered. But the thing is, it's important to still continue to show up, to push past those moments when you're triggered, to push past those moments when you might be annoyed with your therapist because they held you accountable, because they made you go deep. And again, one of my biggest things that I'm proud of myself for was to go through therapy and like to be able to sit with myself, even with the times where I did not like myself.
Right.
And that's hard. People will be like, "Oh, I love myself. Oh, I love myself." But yeah, I love myself, but there were times where I just was like, I don't like myself today. I
Right.
don't like myself. Like, and I had that period of time.
Right.
But again, at the end of the day, I had to realize that that was okay. I had to go through that season, you know?
Yeah.
and accept that.
Right. I mean, it again. I never said I didn't like myself. I just didn't care
Mm.
enough to like myself or not like myself. And then once the lights were cut on in the room and my therapist gave me homework to do, I thought I was healed. I did. And it wasn't until I got into the radio station and started to do a lot of the same behaviors that I realized how damaged I truly was. And then again, it didn't really hit me until my mom passed away. And it was like, yeah, I got to fix myself.
But I don't think we're ever completely healed. We're all on a journey of healing. Like I've done so much work, but it's still some shit that will set me off.
Absolutely.
It's still I'm not going to lie, but I just feel like it takes longer for me to respond or be triggered. Certain things that used to bother me don't bother me, but I
Right.
still have triggers because I'm human.
Right.
So I don't think I'm above like, oh my God, I'm so healed, nothing bothers me. That would be
Bullshit.
a lie.
That would be an absolute lie. Because a lot of things still bother me. A lot of things still trigger me. You feel me? But the energy that I'm giving back to someone else is no longer the energy I was given before.
Mm.
Right? And that's important to understand and know that I'm giving myself a landing space. I used to always say that I don't get a landing space. I can't land and unload here
Right.
because I don't know like if you're gonna shoot me or if you're gonna shoot break the wings off my plane. I need to take off again.
Mm.
Because I'm landed doesn't mean I want to stay in this spot because I got to take off again and go out there into the world again and fly around and do different things. And if they attacking me, the last thing I want is be coming in the home base and the missile lock come on. Like, oh, who's shooting at me? You feel me? Like, then I see it's coming from the ground, so it's you. So it doesn't work,
I never realized how damaging words could be
boy.
till I really started doing self reflection. Like,
Damaging words. Damn, words are more damaging when it comes from somebody you love.
absolutely.
Words are more damaging when it comes from somebody you'll do whatever for.
Facts.
So I watch what I say. You feel me? Like, no, why you ain't got nothing to say? Because if I say what I gotta say, you ain't gonna feel good about yourself. So I'm not gonna say anything. Why you laughing? Because I have to laugh to keep me from spazzing. I gotta find the joy in this. It's crazy. It's not disrespectful to you. It's actually saving you. Because if I get to saying how I really feel, you won't like me. And we're gonna fight. You're gonna have a problem. So, like I said, man, the weight of doing everything alone can shatter your appreciation for help, your
Mm.
expectancy for help, and leave you in a space where you don't know who's really coming to help and who's coming to take. Right? So, truth or triggered, you call it independence, but it's really exhaustion disguised as strength. You're tired. You're so tired that I can do this myself. I don't need anybody's help.
Well, they say hyper independence. The
Mm.
people that, like, have been failed so much
Mm-hmm.
that they don't trust others
Mm-hmm.
to help.
Mm-hmm.
So they do everything. And then they be exhausted, be
Boy,
frustrated,
boy,
be resentful,
boy.
and they don't even know how to take help when it's available because they're like, you know, that superhero complex. Like, I gotta do this all by myself. And it's hard, like, to lower that type of defense when you've used to operate in a certain way. And that's
Yes.
something I could speak on. Like, when you used to demonstrating certain behaviors and you're trying to turn a new leaf and you're turning a new leaf, it could be very stressful because it's like that's all you known. You've only known to be hyper independent,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's time to allow somebody to take something off your plate. You like, I have to trust you. I have to trust you to do that. That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's really scary.
Unpack that. How does it feel to let someone help you without guilt or control?
Hmm. This is like stepping all over my toes. It's like very vulnerable right now. I have to feel safe. I have to feel safe. I have to feel like, dag, this person, if they help me, they're not going to throw it in my face. And then I have to forgive myself for the times in my life that sometimes when I would get angry and I get in my bag, I'd be like, I remember I did this. I remember I did that. And I have to forgive myself for those behaviors that I used to display and realize that I'm a different person and that whoever's trying to assist me, that they're a good person and they're not going to do that to me. So it's like not like acknowledging that like, hey, you're safe. You can trust this person and also not allowing my guilt to like make me feel like, oh my God, you know, this is going to be like the double payback. Like, oh,
Mm,
I did this, now it's going to come back karma. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So I've had those moments.
yeah. And those moments are what happens when you're doing it all by yourself, right? And you only can rely on yourself. I know how that feels, right? I love it when people can come and help me.
Mm.
I don't like to put a lot of pressure on people. Like, listen, you come and do what you love to do. Find what you love in the radio station. You feel me? You want to come and help me at the radio station? Find what you love. I like music. All right, well, you're gonna be in charge of the music app. You feel me? It's an app. This is a real radio station. You feel me? It's
Mm-hmm.
internet, but we have an app. If put music on the app, put the playlist together. You want to host a radio show where it's talking about the music that you want to play? Come through here and do it. We have space. We have nothing but space to do what you want to do, right? So I have learned to allow people to help me as far as they can see themselves help me. I'm not putting no
No
extra,
pressure.
no pressure, no guilt, no control on anybody. You want to help? This is how you can help. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about what you love to do. You feel me? You might say, I'm good at talking. You good at selling? All right, well, you are a marketing director. Come on. Let's go out here into the community and get to talking to people about CNP. You need a couple months to study CNP and understand what it is. Here it is. So no control, no pressure. You feel me? But what is it that you want to do? So what fears come up when you're not the one serving? What fears come up when you are not the one serving someone? When you're allowing someone to serve you?
Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm really being vulnerable today. I never want to be looked at as a liability. I never want to be looked at as like dead weight. So it's like I had to learn that it's okay to receive, that you don't always have to be in the giving, like you don't always have to overgive. And that's hard
It is
when you're
extremely
used to
hard.
doing that.
Extremely hard. Extremely hard. And for me, why are you giving this to me?
Mm.
You feel me? Like for me, it was always you up to something. You feel me? Like I had a conversation earlier today, and the person said, "You got that guilty conversation." It's like, so you're saying I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do? Like I'm lost. Like what kind of conversation is guilty? I'm just checking on you, making sure you're good, right? Because I've learned I can't expect me from you. You feel me?
Right,
Like
right, right.
so, I'm just trying to check on you, make sure you're good, give give you space. That's it. I'm good in my space.
But you know what? When you've done work, you can just extend grace and kindness. And some people that haven't done any internal work, they don't know how to receive just genuine love, genuine kindness, genuine concern. And it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
It's bigger than me and you.
Facts.
And in our relationships, or in a relationship that you were in, you're trying to heal yourself while still be in a relationship. That's why I get it now, how important it is to take a break.
Facts.
I understand that now, right? Only because I was able to take a break and fall back and be like, yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, I want that. And you get to praying, like asking your creator to give you the things that you need to be in a healthy relationship.
And you know what? I can really, it's funny we're having this conversation because I think about like my abandonment wounds that I had, certain traumas I had. I feel like it's no regrets for any decisions I've made unless I hurt somebody.
Right.
Those are the regrets I have for hurting anyone. But other than that, I'm at peace with any of the decisions I made. But to think about like had I worked on my abandonment wounds before my first marriage, like maybe like I don't know, it just would have been, maybe it would have been different, maybe it wouldn't have, but maybe I don't know, my relationships with people in general would just be different. Um but it's no regrets.
Right. No regrets. I appreciate that. When did you first, and this is our journal prompt again, we already did the first one, we're doing the second one. When did you first learn that asking for help wasn't safe? And how can you rewrite that belief?
Okay. So, and this is maybe, I don't know what kind of wound this is, but my thing is I'm not someone that asks for help. So if I ask for help and you fail me or you disappoint me, then that makes me feel that you're not safe to ask for help. So I'm like, damn, I don't even ask you for help, and then when I did ask you for help, you didn't come through. So it kind of makes me like don't want to ask you for help no more. So I've been there.
How can you rewrite that?
Can I rewrite that?
Absolutely.
Tell me how.
What you mean? Tell you how? You just said how you did it, and then you just rewrite it, right? Rewrite it in a positive way for you. You feel me? I won't ask someone who has already failed me to do anything for me, but I will give them grace for the failure.
Touche.
Right?
Okay, I get it.
Love language number 3, physical touch, the fear of being held. I didn't experience that. My mom always hugged me. You feel me? People say I get the best hugs. You
You
feel
do.
me? Like
You're a
they
good
like to
hugger.
be around me. You
You're a good
feel me?
hugger.
So I never had a problem with this. This is not one that I even understand.
But this is the thing for what you talk about. You had a very loving mother. You have aunties. You had cousins that were
Right,
very affectionate
right,
towards you. So you can give that back.
right,
But for those who might have had family members that were loving, but they didn't have those skills because they weren't given that.
right.
So it's like I was not affectionate at all.
You weren't.
I'm affectionate now, but I
You
was
weren't.
not.
You was a whole savage.
Not savage, but it just was uncomfortable. Like you hugging me too tight. No, I don't want to cuddle. Like
Mm,
I was that.
damn,
Yeah, damn. I know. I'm not like that anymore though.
that's nasty.
I'm
No,
just being real. We having these uncomfortable
like
conversations.
I've never touched anybody that didn't want me to touch them.
Wow.
I've never had like anybody reject my touches.
So like you never been like, okay, wow. I've been in situations where like I'm in the bed, somebody had to pull me closer, like, Dad, you don't like cuddling? I'm like, no, you stay in your corner, I stay in my corner. Like I've been that. Yeah.
I like I like for my woman to hold me. You feel me? Like
Hmm.
I like to hold her. So whoever she is, wherever she's at, you feel me? Be prepared for that.
But it started with you being showed affection. You see what
Yeah,
I'm
watching
saying?
my mom and dad love
Right.
on each other, my aunts and my uncles hug on each other,
Right.
my grandma always hugging me, you feel me? Like
Right.
always wanting me close to her, you feel me? It was never an issue. It was never a kiss I didn't receive. I
Right.
never got abused. I never had anybody try to stick anything in my bunghole. I never,
Right.
like I said, I think about my life and I realized that I was different,
So representation matters. Having examples matter. I
right?
mean, and not saying that you can't do the things that you didn't see, like, but it makes a difference when
Right?
you
It
have an
does.
example.
It does. And I give major credit to the people that are out there that have unhealed trauma surrounding this.
Mm.
And I just ask them to go to therapy, right? Chester Community Coalition. You feel me? Like hit them up and go talk to somebody because if you want to experience the best parts about life, you have to talk to somebody.
Mm.
Like this isn't a game anymore. This isn't something that I'm playing with. Like I realize the more I'm by myself, the more I have time to write, the more I have time to think, the more I have time to see, the more I have time to talk, the more I have time. I'm like, oh, I what the hell was I thinking? I could have been a doctor. You feel me? Like, fuck, But I keep moving. You feel me? Like, and I
Mhm.
keep loving, and I keep sharing, and I keep giving, and I overgive sometimes. You feel me? Because I want them to know how special they are, even if they're not mine. You feel me? Like, I don't need you to be mine for me to tell you how special you are, and that one day you'll find your person. But until you fix your issues, till you talk about the things that raised you, you feel me? Like, because it's not always the parents. Sometimes it's the situation.
Facts.
Sometimes it's what you go through that really raises you. You feel me? Like,
But some people rather not fix themselves. They'll just go and find somebody who's just as damaged as them.
yeah,
And
and then that blows up and everybody's fucked.
yeah, pretty much.
Pardon the expression. Unhealed trauma turns intimacy into anxiety.
True.
We confuse physical touch with physical control.
How? You going to explain that?
How we confuse physical touch with physical control.
Yes.
So when a person wants you,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, you're laying in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls you closer to him. He's controlling you. Now you feel like he's controlling you. When he just feels like he just wants to touch you. He doesn't want to control you, but you just like, well, I always gotta be close to you. Why you? It's like, oh, okay, all right. You have an issue there, so you gotta go fix that. You feel me? Like,
I get that.
uncomfortable conversations need to be had more often than just allowing things to fester, because it'll grow into something bigger. So now he's pulling you. You're complaining about the pulling you. Now he's not coming home at night.
But how many people are getting into relationships and saying, have you had any relationship trauma? Have you had any sexual trauma?
I don't know how
Like,
many people are doing it. I'm saying a motherfucker need to do it. You need to ask these questions, because you can't be in a partnership that's gonna go long term if I don't know what are your triggers, what upsets you, what gets you in a bad situation. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody took advantage of you?
but often people don't ask questions until like
You're
after the
at that.
fact.
It's
Yeah.
too late now. We're already at the crossroad.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta make a decision. You can't ask a question. See, the beginning, we can take it nice and slow. We can have these conversations. I can let you know everything about me. And if you hide one thing about you, then I know. Yeah, you don't really like this. You just want this, but you don't really like this because you're not willing to heal. It takes a lot to heal. We just said that.
Some people be wanting to heal, but they don't want to go through the process because the process is not cute.
Said that. It's painful. It's
Mm-hmm.
long. It's a
Yep.
long ass, windy ass road with snow and fucking mudslides and earthquakes and everything, hurricanes. Peace and blessings to everyone in Jamaica. Um, I want everybody to pray for them, right? Everything that
Facts.
they're experiencing right now with the hurricane that just hit them, the storm that's still riding through. Um, yeah, but when you want to heal truly and honestly, and you're ready to love again, because the healing comes first,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then the love again comes first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now you can sit there and you can bullet point everything that you like and everything that you don't like, and you can move it to the side and contrast it and look at it and like, okay, I think I'm ready to love again. I think I'm ready to give somebody, the best parts of me again. And if you're not willing to do that, then go back to therapy. Healing means redefining touch through safety, consent, and tenderness.
I agree.
Hmm. I also agree, right? And if my female has a problem, I say we talk about it. Let me know where your issues are. I need to know. I don't want you to just give me pussy because you don't want to feel like I'm gonna take it. You feel me? Because then you'll just give everybody pussy because you don't want to be put in that situation again.
But it's really important to build a friendship before you even have sex. And I mean, we are adults and everything. And I'm not saying, oh my God, you gotta hold out for a long time. But I don't know. I feel like having a friendship, it it's better when you have a friendship with somebody.
Sex is better when you have a friendship.
Yes.
Sex is better when y'all can laugh during sex. You ever laugh during sex?
Yeah.
You ever, boy, you tripping.
Yeah.
Right? And it keep on going. It don't end anything.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not laughing at you, Bill. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
It's the freedom, the comfort when you have a friendship with someone.
again, my fault, my flaw is because I was on the west side for 10 of the years that I was outside in the street.
Hmm.
I didn't know the way that I valued vagina. You feel me? Like we had this conversation before,
Yeah, we
right?
always had this conversation.
So I am very sorry for the way that I value that because it's not being nice, it's not being kind, right? Because I seen it being exchanged for everything. Car note deal. Oh, I'm gonna go out here and do this. You feel me? Like,
That's
and then in life you realize it when it gets hard. You feel me? She got about $10,000. My brother say I'm broke. No, you're not. Shit, you got that thing between your legs. You can make some money. Might have to do some things that you're not comfortable with doing, but you can make some money.
do some things to make a little change.
Look, you crave connection, but your body still remembers the pain that it came with. The pain from connection, the pain from somebody taking something from you or abusing you. You feel me? Like that's a deep cut.
Hmm.
And if you want to be in a relationship with somebody and they have to deal with that deep cut, they don't know unless you tell them.
Right.
So share with your partner, bro. Share the things that happen, and and let them decide if they want to deal with it.
Yeah, because you don't want to be bleeding out on somebody that don't have nothing to do with your trauma.
That's what we do. That's what we do,
True.
right? Men and women both. You feel me? So let's unpack. How do you respond when someone tries to comfort you physically? How do you respond when someone tries to comfort you physically?
It depends if they're a safe person or not.
Let's say a safe person. That's
Then I'm
not
gonna lean into it.
right. Let's put it on safe people. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean into it.
All right. I'm gonna lean into it too. I'm gonna squeeze you a little bit harder. You feel
Right.
me? I'm gonna let you know that I'm here. I'm standing with you. I support you. What does your body do? Does it tense, relax, freeze, or lean in? You feel me? Like you have to write that down, right? Do I freeze? Do I get tense? Does my neck? Do I look at you? Do I relax? Do I feel comfort, or do I come in and say, you know what, this is nice. I want more of this, more of these hugs. I want to feel you up against me,
Right.
right? What does safe touch look like for you today, and who has earned the right to offer it? Everybody. Like, what does safe touch look like? You don't want to know. Say, I'm all the way down the road on safe
Uh,
touch.
oh gosh, I don't even know how to answer that.
And that's a journal prompt. What does safe touch look like for you today, and who has earned the right to offer it? So, your boyfriend has earned the right to offer
Of course.
it. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I don't have one yet, but maybe one day, I'll find her and yeah, I'll take it for a test drive. You feel me? We want to around the block. Quality time. Loneliness in a full room.
Hmm.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
Some stay busy because silence reminds them of being alone.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And I stayed busy just because I had a lot of mouths to feed. You feel me? But also being alone and chasing your dream and going after your dream is just something that I've always done. When I was hustling, I hustled alone. I didn't have a whole pack of people with me. You feel me? I didn't need them. You feel me? Like so when I started the radio station, I felt the same way. Like, no, you do what you need to do. I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
My shit came through. Now, where's your shit at?
Wow.
You feel me? Like, so being alone is always a safe space for me. Again, my abandonment issues pop up. Now, moving forward to a relationship, with a new person and understanding, even if it was an old person that came back into my life. I don't want to be alone. I want you to be with me. I need you to be with me. I need you to talk to me. You feel me? Like I need you to be here. I want to grab your leg when I'm doing this work. I don't. I, my trauma always allowed me to be alone, but I don't want to be alone anymore. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. A deep connection feels foreign to those who have never had consistent presence.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Very true.
Deep connection feels foreign to those who have never had consistent presence.
And sometimes people will sabotage because it's something that may be healthy, but it's something that they may have not experienced. So if you're one of those people, you have to resist the urge to run because it's foreign, because it's something you have not experienced. And I'm speaking from my own personal experience. Like you have to lean into, especially if it's something healthy, lean into it, embrace it, cherish it. And even though it may be scary, this is what one of my good friends say, do it scared.
Right.
Keep on doing it scared.
I mean, that's how you know you're alive.
Facts.
Right. The fact that you're scared, the fact that the butterflies are churning in your stomach, the fact that you feel nervous, the fact that you feel nauseous. It's like, oh no, okay, I'm alive. I'm supposed to be dealing with this. Being independent becomes a shield against abandonment.
I think so.
I think we've said that for the other. Um, yeah, it independency. That's why I like people who are interdependent. Couples that can be interdependent, meaning they can find inside of their situation, you can find something that you like to do, and you can find something that you like to do, and that's who you are. But when we come together, we don't have no problem with, you feel me? Like
Hmm.
swapping. Healing means learning to enjoy stillness with others and yourself.
I agree.
I've learned that. And when I first moved in here, bro, I was crying. You feel me? Like, 'cause like, damn, I'm in here by myself now. Like, so the first moment my phone rang, I was like, oh, I can come. Okay, you feel me? Like, I had to sit back for a while and say, damn, this is what you giving. You got your own space, and you wanna really, you wanna do this again? You already know how it's gonna turn out. What's wrong with you? Again, healing means learning to enjoy stillness with yourself and others. So I can enjoy stillness with others. I can express my desire to have more of a stillness in our situation. But I can also do it by myself. Probably have more fun doing it by myself with less arguments. Truth or triggered? You don't actually like being alone. You just don't trust people to stay. You don't actually like being alone. You just don't trust people to stay.
Oh, I feel like I've been there before.
Right. But what do you think was the reason behind it?
Disappointment,
Hmm.
scared of being failed
Right,
again,
right.
just all types of different emotions. And the thing is, it's nothing, I will say this, it's nothing wrong with being single. Um, I don't think there's anything wrong being single, but everybody, regardless if you're single or not, wants companionship, whether you want to get married, just having someone that cares about you, that you can spend time with. And if you say otherwise, then you're lying.
You're lying.
You're lying.
Lying your ass
Everybody
off.
wants connection.
Right.
Even if you never get in a really deep, like, I want to get married, you want
Mm-hmm.
connection.
You crave connection.
Yep.
Most of the things that we do out here in the world is for connection.
Mm-hmm.
We don't realize it because we don't want to answer it, but yeah, that's the connection phone. That's the craving phone.
But if you want a healthy relationship, you got to have a healthy relationship with yourself first. And I realized that. The healthier
Message.
the healthier relationship you have with self, you can, attract a healthy partnership.
I had to sit in this space and understand who I was. I had to sit in here by myself night after night and understand what I wanted to give. I had to sit in here by myself with my daughter and understand what I was giving before and realize it wasn't right.
Mm.
So if I want another situation to pop up, if I want God to give me the trust to give me another woman, bro, I gotta make sure I understand who I am. I gotta make sure I understand what moves me, what gets me up, what makes me happy, right? It can't just be about sex. It has to be about a connection with her. So
Can
looking
I
for that.
share something?
Go ahead.
I hope I don't embarrass my boyfriend. Um, it's actually positive. So before I met him, like literally before I met him, maybe like 2 years before I met him, I actually wrote out the type of guy that I wanted. I actually prayed about it. I would read it over and over and over and over, and it's crazy. Like hindsight is 2020. I think I told Pierre about this story. I wrote a poem about my boyfriend 2 years before meeting him, and it fits him to the T. So I think it's power in like
Words,
words
writing it
and
out,
writing it out and praying
and waiting,
and waiting.
waiting, doing your healing work and waiting. See, people that can't do their healing work and wait for their partner to show up, that's somebody that's gonna keep on making the same mistakes.
And I knew he was the person for me when I read him that poem, and he didn't think I was nuts.
Mm.
Cause I mean, think about it. If a guy is not really into you, like they like what? Like this is strange. I really believe he was a gift for me. So
Hmm. Appreciate that gift.
yeah.
Know that that gift,
Yes, you have to be a good steward with the gifts that God give you.
bro.
Have to be a
Gotta be.
good steward.
That's why I said I hope and pray that he sends me another. Because now I can understand, right? I can get it. I can give good energy back.
Mm.
You feel me? Because before, boy, when was the last time you truly felt seen and heard without distraction? When was the last time you truly felt seen and heard without distraction?
I feel that way now.
I was just feeling that way the other day. Nah, not me. You feel me? But
Right.
like you're in a relationship, right? So every day,
Right.
it should be.
Right.
You feel me? Like distractions come, but no, I felt that connection when he looked at me. I felt that connection when he touched my hip. I felt that connection when he was standing behind me, blowing in my ear. I felt that connection when he was on me. Like, damn, you really love me, huh? You feel me? Like, yeah, I
And there's
do.
nothing of like having a love that's healthy. It's nothing like it.
Absolutely nothing like it. How do you respond when someone wants your undivided attention?
If they deserve it, then I'ma give it.
I never had a problem with giving my attention. It was never undivided though. So that's something I had to learn how to,
Okay.
walk into a space and give undivided attention. I always have something else on my mind, something else I need to do, something else I need to conquer, something else I need to get over.
Same. I can attest to that, but you have to be able to carve out that time if this person's important to you. Like, this is the time I'm gonna set out. Like, I'm just gonna not be on my phone. I'm not gonna be on my laptop. I'm not gonna be texting. I'm just gonna lock in, like carving that time out.
Journal prompt, y'all. What kind of presence did you need growing up? And how can you start giving that to yourself and your loved ones now? What kind of presence did you need growing up? I needed discipline. I needed a boss. I needed someone, my father, like to tell me how to deal with life. And I give that energy to my kids. I don't give it to my partner, but I give it to my children.
I think I needed open communication and probably more affection.
So you give that.
Yes, I
Yes,
give it in abundance now.
you have to. There's no other way to win. Absolutely none. Love language. This is number 5, man. This is receiving gifts, man. Love was conditional. Conditional upon me giving you every fucking thing you wanted. The moment that stopped, so did the love.
Mm,
So did the affection. So did the words of affirmation. So did the word physical touch. Right?
mm.
All of that stopped when I stopped giving. And I didn't realize it until it was too late.
Wow.
I'll give you whatever you want. If you say you love me, I will give you whatever you want. You say you want that, all right, give me some time to get that. Now, when I was hustling, it was different. No problem. I'll buy you that. I'll buy you that. But if I go out and I spend $1,500 on a bag, you got to know I love you. And if you can't give me that love back, then this thing ain't going to last too much longer. Then I fuck around and go do it again, thinking that's what she wants. And I'm still not receiving nothing. If nothing, I'm not receiving anything because this is not anybody that I'm dealing with now or anybody that I dealt with in the past. Her friends didn't like it. You feel me? Like,
Mm.
oh, he bought you that? Oh, okay. You know, that nigga ain't shit. What that nigga doing? Like, I just spent like $2,600 on you. And you coming back in here with that attitude? How many of your friends got anybody to do anything anywhere near what I just did? Nobody. So why are you considering them?
Mm.
Why you consider their actions or their words? Please don't. But I get it. I understand it. All right, come on. Let's yell. Let's fuss. Let's scream. So now I understand, bro. I might buy you a pair of sneakers. You feel me? Like, but I never spend no money like that again. Unless it's my wife. Unless we're married. Unless you're helping me get more money.
Makes sense.
When love was tied to material rewards, gifts felt like manipulation. Can you say that? Can you agree to that? Or be like, nah. Or even you giving a gift felt like you were manipulating the situation.
I know I've done that. That's why it's like that's a touchy subject because I mean I'm not that person anymore. But yes, I've done that. But it was the overcompensate for some areas that I was not good
Right,
in.
right.
So
And that's what happens. That's what when gift giving becomes destructive.
hmm
You feel me? Those who have never received meaningful gifts stop expecting anything. And that was me.
hmm.
You feel me? Like being mad on my birthday and I you take go to Dollar Tree or Dollar
What?
Boy. Anyway, that's old. But I get that. I understand why though. You feel me? Like it wasn't you got 365 days to my next birthday. You can't put no money up for me every day. I put money up for you.
Wow.
Cool. I understand that. It's not about the item, it's about being remembered and valued.
I agree. But I do want to see some effort.
Boy, I want to see a lot of effort, not some. I want to see all the effort. I want to see the same effort you want me to give to you. If I can't see the same effort that I'm giving to you, give to me, all effort conversations are done.
See, but I'm not a materialistic person. I
It's
feel
not
like I
about being materialistic. It's not. It's about receiving, about somebody showing you how special you are to them. Somebody giving you something that you'll remember for the rest of your life. Something you won't throw away. And if they can't do that, then they ain't the person for you,
I hear you.
right? And I know it's different for different strokes for different folks. And because you're not materialistic, you're not really worried about those gifts. But then you gotta ask yourself, why am I not worried about those gifts?
But you know what? The thing is, I used to be someone that's materialistic. So it's like I kind of grew from that.
Okay.
I still like nice things,
About
though.
to
I'm
say,
about to say,
like,
I still like nice things. I still like nice things.
go to Walmart and get you some sneakers.
No, I ain't wearing no Walmart sneakers.
Shit, they got them Asics in them joints. Is it Asics? Who's the Avia?
Of you.
Yeah, everybody rocking them.
I know. They yeah, I know.
Yeah, go to Walmart. Thank you.
My gym sneakers.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with them, and they comfortable too. So
Yeah, I
no,
cop a pair.
right. Healing means allowing yourself to celebrate small wins without guilt.
I agree.
I definitely agree. Small wins add up,
Facts.
right? And sometimes they add up bigger than the big wins. You feel me? Like, but just appreciate someone's effort, right? And that's another reason why I was like, damn, like you could have just made me dinner. You had to give me no gift. I appreciate you being in the kitchen. Birthday dinner used to be steak, shrimp. You feel me? Like red lobster. And then I fucked it up. My behaviors, things that I wanted. And then after that, it was like, buy a bottle of champagne and a pack of cigarettes, and I'm good.
Wow.
Crazy. That's life. Truth or triggered? You say you don't care about gifts, but deep down, you stop believing you were worth the effort.
I ain't never felt that way.
You say you don't care about gifts, but deep down, you stop believing you were worth the effort.
I always thought I was worth the effort, but the thing is, people can't give what they don't have, and that's the thing. So you gotta choose wisely.
Well, you got 365 days from the time of my last birthday to think about me. If you don't start right away because of Christmas and all that other stuff, okay, all right. You got 200 days to think about me.
I get it. I get it.
$5 a day, $5 a week. All right, the 365 days is 52 weeks. $5 a week, that's still like what, $260? That's a jersey. That's a football jersey. That's a pair of
I
sneakers.
hear you.
That's a nice gift. No? Okay. All right. Well, we got your birthday. We got Christmas. We got Mother's Day. What else we got? We got just because. We got more just because. We got anniversary. You feel me? Like all of these things that I have to be on top of to make sure I'm giving you what you deserve. And that's the best thing you can do for me.
My thing is, I grew up in a family. I always got nice things. So this, like, I don't know.
How do you react when someone gives you something meaningful or something thoughtful? I'm not gonna say meaningful. I'm gonna say thoughtful. And they put some thought into it.
I get emotional. I might even shed a thug
You gonna
tear.
cry?
Yeah, I cry.
Why I gotta be a thug to you?
Cause, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, you wanna be a thug. So they wanna be a thug. Um, this is real, right? If someone gives me something meaningful or thoughtful or just take some time to know me and what I like. I remember one year for my birthday, I got a chain with my dad's picture on it. I cried, not in front of them, but later on. Like, I was like, wow, thank you, I appreciate that. Instantaneously, gifts stopped coming from that person for whatever reason. Right after that, when I was the last one, it was like, damn. Now anything that I wanted, I had to give money to whoever to buy it. I was like,
One of the most thoughtful things in my life that happened to me was in 2022. Um, I had a surprise party, um, and I had never had a surprise party. And when I say I cried so hard just to be thought of, like I'm very sentimental. Like
but you're a thug though.
yeah, yeah, I
See,
cried like a little baby.
see, everybody's trying to get that. Anyway, journal prompt. When was the last time you celebrated yourself, and what stopped you from enjoying that moment? It's been a while for me. Like, I think last time I celebrated myself, I was in the Dominican Republic. And what stopped me from enjoying that moment was the death of my people, like me being alone, and I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't. couldn't do anything. But my son called me and woke me up out of that funk. You feel me? I see you when you get back, Dad. I love
Would
you.
you go back to DR?
Absolutely.
I want to go back to DR.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Take who's ever with me. Like I'd say when I get married, I want to have a beach wedding.
I could see that.
I want to have a beach wedding, and I don't want to invite nobody because they ain't got nothing. We can have a party when we come back. I don't need y'all flying out there with me. I don't need none of that. I just me and her. We can get married here in the state first. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
and go out there and enjoy our honeymoon and just have somebody say, take some pictures. We'll send pictures out, come out and enjoy. You feel me? In the next 2 weeks when we get back, come out and enjoy. You feel me?
Right.
Mr. and Mrs. Jean Pierre Bryce. Immediate family, of course. Like, my kids want to go. All right, that's cool. You feel me? But I ain't got too many on my side. So the ones I do have, I hold them dear.
Mm-hmm.
They know I love them. But nah, I want to enjoy the moment. Continue to enjoy the moment, no matter what. So I had to put a lot of things up. Not to say that drawer don't pop open every now and then, because it do, but I had to fold some things up and put them up where they belong. You,
What?
the last time you celebrated yourself, and what stopped you from enjoying that moment?
I feel like I celebrate myself a lot now, to be honest, because life is short. Every day I find something to be like grateful for. It might not be no big party or nothing, but just those little quiet moments. It's like, girl, you made it over this hump, girl. You prayed for this and this is materializing, girl. Like I will cheer for myself because nobody ain't gonna cheer for me like I cheer for myself.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for who you are, right? I appreciate you for the motivation you gave me to keep pushing.
You gonna make me tear up for real, yo.
Right? No, understanding, you know, um, and being able to appreciate a person's nature is important.
Mm,
You feel me? So I just want you to know I appreciate you. Like I do. And
thank you.
I appreciate you for doing this podcast with me.
I really enjoy it.
Right?
You really, let me just say, you really have coached me along without coaching me along because you give me the freedom to just be who I am,
Yeah. That's what it's
and
about.
I really appreciate
That's
that.
what it's about. What you are and what you like and talk about it. Just give good energy. So next topic's on you.
All right.
All right. That'll do it for Uncomfortable Conversations, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Remember that every love language unmet creates a version of us that's protecting pain instead of expressing love. Every version, healed you, unhealed you, has parts of yourself that has your love languages haven't been met. But you got to learn to deal with that and talk through it. Maybe it'll change. Maybe it won't change. But be capable of walking away, packing up your stuff, and moving out. This has been another episode of Uncomfortable Conversations. I want to thank my co-host,
Drea B,
who
yo.
is always reminding you.
You can't heal what you don't reveal.
And this is Uncomfortable Conversations. This is Uncle P. That's Drea B. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you download the podcast wherever you can find podcasts at. It's out there,
It is.
right? So if you missed anything tonight, go look it up, go find it, and tune in. I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a great day tomorrow.
Peace,
Peace.
y'all. Yeah, all those episodes